Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your September the 26th just for today in a meditation. How are you doing this morning? I want to bring the energy today. Just feels sort of peaceful and just, just laid back and peaceful. So anyway, I hope that you're doing well. The title of the meditation for today, Seeing Ourselves in Others. It will not make us better people to judge the faults of another. Basic text, page 38. How easy it is to point out the faults of others. There's a reason for this. The defects we identify most easily in others are often the defects we are most familiar with in our own characters. We may notice our best friend's tendency to spend too much money, but if we examine our own spending habits, we'll probably find the same compulsiveness. We may decide our sponsor is much too involved in service, but find that we haven't spent a single weekend with our families in the past 3 months because of one service commitment or another. What we dislike in our fellows are often those things we dislike most in ourselves. We can turn this observation to our spiritual advantage. When we are stricken with the impulse to judge someone else, we can redirect the impulse in such a way as to recognize our own defects more clearly. What we see, will guide our actions toward recovery and help us become emotionally healthy and happy individuals. Just for today, I will look beyond the character defects of others and recognize my own. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Seeing ourselves and others, you know that old saying, if you spot it, you got it. Unfortunately, even as recent as yesterday, I realized that I was passing judgment on someone. And I realized you do the exact same thing, girl. What is wrong with you? So just as recent as yesterday, I realized the truth of this meditation, that it's easier to note it because it identifies so closely with other defects that we personally have. And it's almost one of those things you can't really control. I'm not saying that you can't change the behavior or you won't ask God to remove the shortcoming. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that this unconscious judgment that we do of others, it may never be anything that anyone ever knows, right? I'm just talking about that secret judgment we pass on others. The next time you do it, just like I did yesterday, the next time you do it, start thinking about all of the times you have done something similar, said something similar, or acted similarly. Think about it. And then I had to ask myself, when was the last time you actually behaved like that? And do you know what? It was within the last year. So you might find that it's more recent. But this meditation is true, seeing ourselves and others. But here's the caveat. Here's the beautiful part. Here's the beautiful part. When we are looking at others' defects and thinking they should do such and such, we have an opportunity to figure out if we are doing such and such. And once again, without any real attempt for it to happen, the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is taking place. It is the most amazing thing. My name is Mighty Stream. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you tomorrow.